Hey, Nicole Havlicek here from PrimeTime Pickleball. So I just dropped a video on how to be a strong odd side player, so be really dominant with your forehand in the middle. And this is piggybacking off of that video because when you're going to be a strong dominant side player and going to be offensive in the middle and crowding the middle, as you should, one of the biggest threats that can come from your opponent is that because you're squeezing the middle, they're going to try to rip it hard down the line past your backhand. So you're going to have to be able to reach out and hit like a stab volley backhand to defend that, and then reestablish your position and hopefully again try to dominate with your forehand, basically get out of that difficult situation where they hit a really good drive down the line. This is how you're going to train it on the slinger bag. You can certainly do it with a partner, but it's really easy to do on a ball machine, and I like the slinger bag for that. So let's jump into it here. So I set it up where I put the bag here as if it's a player hitting a forehand down the line drive, kind of trying to get it right here and hit it pretty hard. I make sure to position myself in the middle as if I'm trying to be offensive here with the forehand, and I don't know this drive is coming, but I am in position to cover it by reaching out and just stabbing at it with a backhand block volley. So this is the type of shot you're going to have to defend. So let's take a look at here how I go about it. That one's going out. I knew it was going out, but I wanted to practice it, so I grabbed it. That was out. That one's probably going in. So that's another thing is, as you're looking at these shots, some of them are going to go out. I know they're going out, but I'm still going to try to make that very tough shot, because if I can make the one that's going out, then I can make ones that are going in. So again, it's not like I'm training myself to hit those out balls. I know they're going out, but I choose to take them, like that one, just so that I can make the toughest of possible shots, and everything else will seem easier beyond that. All right, so let's back this up and take a look at how I do this. If the ball bounces somewhere in this area and it kind of sits up, that's a reasonable shot that your opponent might go backdoor, they call it, is behind you and try to burn you down the line, knowing full well that you're squeezing middle and looking to be really offensive in here. All right, so I'm really trying to always recover here so that it's realistic. So you don't want to be standing over here. I make sure that when I go out to get it, I do come back so that I am training that backhand stab. I don't jump the gun. I don't go early. I really try to go like after it's come out of the machine, as you can see here. So I just have to lunge and reach out and go and get it. That one, if they're at the baseline, which hopefully they are, that's a good one, even though I hit it kind of high. It landed quite deep. That one is lower and short. That's going to get me out of trouble. They're going to have a low contact on that one. That one I let go and it was out. That's a great one. That's kind of perfect. If you can hit everyone like that, that's going to be good. They're going to have to hit up. It's going to be hard to attack you off of that. I really had to go get that one. That one too. Okay, so you'll see in some cases here, often I can get there just by taking a big step out with my left foot and stabbing at it. I can kind of keep this foot relatively here, and then I just come back with that foot, okay? That one, since I really had to go get it, there's no way I could keep this foot here. Momentum was going very hard that way, so I had to catch myself. I think it looks like there I may have stepped on the line, but we're going to look at the side view. I actually don't think I did, but that's another thing, is you have to learn how to manage your feet when you're doing this. So that's another thing. These are all the little things you're training and trying to figure it out as you get reps on this. It's all these, how do I manage all these little details? Sometimes I don't have to bring that right foot with me, but sometimes I do. I'm using a continental grip, and I'm just hitting like a block volley and trying to maintain position. There's another one, I had to go get it. I think I was safe on that one too. We'll look at the side view here and we'll see how I did on those. Good, my feet are good. Okay, there was one where I had to step. It's very close. Looks like that's a tough one. My heel's up. So I might get called on that. That's you don't want to cut it that close. I'm not sure if it's a fault, but it really could be. That one was out. That one's the really, really perfect one. Like if you can hit every single one like that, that would be great. And I recover to go reclaim my position so I can play on and be in good shape to do something offensive if something offensive comes. There, see, okay, right here, my right foot, I slid forward. I wasn't sure right there if I stepped on the line, so I looked down to see if I did. Right? Luckily, I wasn't, so that's good. So feet management is definitely something you're gonna have to keep in mind as you're working on this. All right. So yeah, that's something to train. So pretty simple, straightforward. Just get that ball firing down the line hard. Let's talk about the grip I used. I used this Continental grip. This is the view when I'm just holding the paddle out in front. On this one, it's the same grip, but a different view. I laid back my wrist to show you what it looks like here. So my knuckle here is like on that 45-degree angle of the paddle, and it's just like a stabbing block volley. Let's look at the settings of the bag. So I have the speed quite high, about 2/3 of the way towards maximum. I do have a little top spin on it because I'm assuming that they're going to put a little spin to try to keep their hard shot in. I have the feed frequency coming out pretty quick, so I get a lot of reps in as quickly as I can with a little bit of time to recover still. So keep that in mind. And I have the angle of the machine set to come out as low as it possibly can, since this is a drive. You don't always want to work where the ball's coming right to you. You want to set it up so that it's going away from you and you have to go and get it, and then make sure to recover so they have to go and get it again. So you can train in not just something that's coming in right into your wheelhouse, something where you have to go reach it and cut it off and make a defensive play on it, because of course that happens a lot. So that's two different ways of working with the ball machine. It's coming to me or it's going away from me and I have to go and get it. I feel maybe too often that that kind of thing might be neglected, but it's certainly something you can do with the ball machine, and you should. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.